Before we get into anything crazy, you may be wondering to yourself, what is Amazon FBM? Well, I'll show you. Basically what you're doing is you're finding a product on Amazon for a marked up price, then you're going to Google and you're finding it for a quarter of the price and marking it back up on Amazon. You're basically just a middleman. Now with this, there's a lot of different responsibilities and systems you have to use, and that's what I'm here for, to teach you how to do every single thing inside of Amazon that you'll possibly need to know to make money. I hope you're excited. I hope you have your notebook out. I hope you're ready to take notes. The first thing you're going to do when you set up your Amazon Seller Central account is go to Vico. This is a very important software that you're going to use. It creates all your shipping labels, calculates shipping prices, and gives you one of the most competitive prices on the market for shipping labels. It's very good for starting up your Amazon business and helps you scale along and understand if you're going to be a profitable seller. What you're going to do to set it up is literally just hit log in with Amazon. It's the most simple process ever. Now you're going to click allow paste, allow, and now you're in. The first thing you're going to do when you get here is go to settings. You're going to go to channels. Then you're going to go to connect a channel. All you're going to do is hit Amazon Marketplace, next, your storefront name, save and continue, and you're officially linked to your Amazon account. And whenever you get an order, it will sync up to everything that you're selling. And whenever you get an order, it'll come through, and then you buy the label and you print it out. It's pretty simple. We will go through how to print out your labels and fulfill your orders later on through this blueprint. All right, so now that we got all the hard stuff out of the way, I'm going to show you exactly how to find it on the internet. This is very important information, and I hope you pay attention very closely. What you're going to do is go to the top of Sellers Amp. This is why Sellers Amp is such an amazing software. All you do is hit this Google button right here, and it gives you this Google page. It takes you straight to Google, and it gives you all your wholesalers and your suppliers and retailers. Make sure you use Trustpilot or ChatGPT to understand if your website that you're sourcing from is a reliable source. This is very important with Amazon. They're very strict about their policies of who you source from, if they're authorized retailers or wholesalers. So make sure you're an authorized retailer or wholesaler that you're buying from so you can avoid all the issues that I have ran into in the past. All right, now what you want to do is order test units. This is very important. This is to make sure that your product performs the way you want it to. So this helps you save money and lowers the risk of your actual business. So as long as your test units perform well, you can order as many as you want after that. But right now you want to order 2 to 5 units to test out if it'll actually sell. And then after that, it's up to you about how many you want to buy. Here is why you should buy test units. Test units provide a security towards your wallet and your business. This helps you save money and helps you understand how the systems work and how Amazon works. All the analytics, if you put everything together correctly, you should sell out of these instantly. But if you don't, you're going to lose your money. And this is a lesson to you to not sell products with those analytics, and all those things that you saw on that listing are what to stay away from. So it's a trial and error type of business model, but that's what I'm here to save you from. So make sure every time you purchase something, you buy test units and don't go all in immediately. You can see a drastic difference in the price if you're not purchasing test units. So rather than losing $24 when you're first starting to sell and testing out your product, you're losing $200 instead. Please buy test units before you go all in. I cannot stress it enough. I would have lost thousands of dollars in the beginning if I didn't do this. This has saved me countless times. But on the other hand, you have products that sell out immediately and then you can't find it anywhere else. And I understand that argument, but if you want to stay safe and not have that massive risk factor in your business, please buy test units. Here are all the items that you need to fulfill your orders. The first thing that you're going to want to get is your thermal printer labels. You need a 4x6 label that is meant for a thermal printer. I would recommend to get 500 in a stack because that will go by pretty quickly. The next thing that you're going to want to get is a thermal printer. This is a pretty cheap thermal printer that you can find on Amazon. No, I do not sell it, but this is the one that I use and I personally recommend. It's cheap, it's easy to use. There's nothing else that better you could ask for the price range. The next thing you're going to get is poly mailers. This is what you're going to put your product in. So I'd recommend getting a 14x19 because it's a bigger size bag and you can fit decent sized products in there. This gives you the option to buy bigger products and sell on Amazon, so it gives you a little bit of versatility to your selling experience. Those are the 3 products that you need to sell on Amazon: a thermal printer labels, and poly mailers. Those are the big three. This is how you make your money. This is what you ship it off in, and it lowers your actual shipping costs down if you keep these down to a minimum. All right, first of all, I just want to say congratulations on your first order ever. This is an amazing feeling to have. Now what you need to do is fulfill your order. So what you're going to do is go to Vico. This is where your shipping order is going to come through. You're going to have your order right here, but instead of a demo, it's going to say the actual order. So like this, for example, what you're going to do is go over here, make sure all the dimensions are correct, your shipping price is correct. Then what you're going to do is go over here, buy label. After you buy that label, it's going to connect to your actual Amazon account, but since I'm hitting demo, it's not going to pop up. But what it would do is after buying label, connect to the actual quick print setting on this. So through this, printers and scanners, there's an option for direct print. So what it would do is automatically print out your label. So what you would do after you print out your label is pick up your poly mailer, put your item in that poly mailer, seal it correctly, and then put that shipping label on that package, and then take it directly to your local post office, USPS or UPS, depending on the postage. Take it there the same day or the next day. Make sure there's no later than that, because you will get shipping complaints and it will ruin your account health. So make sure your shipping is directly on time and never mess around with your shipping. So this is the most important part of your journey, is taking it to the actual post office. Make sure the packages are in safe packaging, correct packaging, and not in misbranded packaging. So make sure your poly mailer is all good and packaged correctly. Make sure your label's on there without any wrinkles or any scratches or rips or anything. And make sure your product's in there safely. If you can do those three things and get it to the office on time and make sure it ships out on time, it is out of your hands, and that's the carrier's fault if it is late. Congratulations, you've made your first sale online. Now it's time to scale. But before I say anything else, I just want to thank you for choosing me and being a part of my Amazon journey and your own Amazon journey. I know there's a lot of different options out there. That's why I'm thanking you right now for choosing me and trusting me. Just remember, like any other business, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. Some products will work, some products won't. That's a part of the business, that's the whole journey. And I'm proud to say you've built something that you can use for the rest of your life, and stay locked in and keep improving to go build a real Amazon business.